volatility of the last couple of days. And so they're still clearly the leader. There was a big bout of selling in the metal space the previous session yesterday, and it's finding that safe haven today. Interestingly enough, the stock market was down over 2% earlier today, and the utilities actually rallied. So in the stock market, if we look at this 10-minute chart, the stock market had sold off and the NASDAQ had like continued way down. Yet utilities, once people started to exit out of the stock market more or less, or rotate, then they moved into utilities, and utilities they've got pulled down temporarily, but then people moved into them. And it was clearly showing a sign of leadership. And anyways, it feels like everything is, the market and the trend feels like it's starting to break. But again, we don't want to get too worked up over a one-day move on news just yet. Let the markets do their thing, and we'll see how that shakes out over the next few days. Now, we do have the dollar pulling back, obviously. We've got, let me pull up the dollar futures here. The dollar index pulling back on that news. Again, it pretty much has hit its measured move, its Fibonacci measured move. It came right up into resistance. So a pullback here is kind of normal. We also know the stock market was overextended and very fragile. We talked about, I think, in the mentoring session or the previous video, it's like being in a plane and you're about to stall. You're running out of power, momentum, and the plane starts to shudder. That's how the stock market was with this right here. When we zoom in on our sentiment chart that tells us what the big money players are doing, the market was starting to shudder. That's what orange bars are indicating. And then boom, we go for a nosedive, a big red bar. So none of this should be of a surprise. If you follow my videos, then we knew something big was brewing and there was going to be some type of reset. The question is this just a one-day quick reset and the trend recoups, or is it going to drag out and be something much more significant? Anyway, the selling